Hi everyone, welcome to My Dreams Academy. As a part of our question paper discussion, now we would like to discuss from question number 31. Here the question number 31 is given as match the following. In this match the following, you have group A and group B. You need to match group A elements with group B elements. So we need to check what is given here. First one, P, short pitch winding. Q, coil span factor. R, concentrated winding. S, generators. First one, P, short pitch winding. You need to check what is the information given related to the short pitch winding. Cylinder rotor type alternators, silent pole rotor type alternators, cos alpha by 2 where alpha is called short pitch angle, improved waveform of the generated EMF per phase. So you need to verify in this short pitch winding, this first one, second one and third one are not much related to this short pitch winding, Q. So the last one is only related to short pitch winding. When we discuss regarding this short pitch winding, it is the advantage of short pitch winding, and also another advantages of this short pitch winding is it shortens the windings. It shortens the windings. So another advantage of this is it also reduces the cost of material, that is our conductor which is required for our short pitch winding. So first one is P is Q. Next one, coil span factor. So everyone can answer this one, Q. Why? Because coil span factor is given as cos alpha by 2. It is the only one formula given in our match the following. So coil span factor is represented as Kc is equal to cos alpha by 2 where alpha is short pitch, alpha is short pitch angle. For how we can say this is short pitch or full pitch winding? If Kc is less than or equal to 1, it is known as short pitch winding. Where Kc is equal to 1, it is known as full pitch winding. So in this way you need to know the information regarding this all these elements in the match the following. So Q is related with N. Next, concentrated winding. Whenever you got the word regarding a concentrated winding, you need to be much careful regarding which is this is silent pole or non-silent pole. You need to check concentrated. For example, if you take a representation of concentrated winding, it looks like this. It looks like this, where the winding is concentrated at one side. This can be seen in DC machines and synchronous machines. So concentrated winding is also related to silent pole. Our only left option is turbo generators, that is cylindrical rotor type generators, and this cylindrical is also example of induction motor type rotors. This is from your conceptual. If you see options, P is O, Q is N, R is M and S is L. This is regarding your full information, regarding your conceptual information. If we do like this in our competitive exams, it won't work out. So we need to go for option elimination method. How? I will say P, first option P, O, here completed. So this P is M. So this option is eliminated. P is O. Okay. The answer may be between from P and C. Why? Because D is also P is equal to M, and this option is also eliminated. So in our option A and option D are eliminated now. So answer will be between B and C. Next one, Q. Q is N. coil span factor is equal to cos alpha by 2. Here also Q is equal to 1. So we will go for next option. R, concentrated winding. This concentrated winding is silent pole right upper. R is equal to M. Here R is equal to N. So this will be not our answer. B. This is our answer. So in this way also you need to do. In this way only you need to do. Why? Because in our competitive exams we have only 1 minute for one question. It need to be solved in 45 seconds only. So for our convenient we need to go for our option elimination method. Okay, if you go for our next question, that is question number 32. What is question number 32? With constant, we need to write what are the constants they are given. With constant, E1 is also constant. Next, E1 means excitation. Next, V1. Next, our next one is impedance Z. Impedance ZS. What is V1? What is E1? What is V1? What is ZS? We will see. What is V1? Excitation. What is V1? Voltage. Next, what is ZS? Synchronous impedance. These are the constants given in our question. So what they are asking, the condition for maximum input to generator. What is our condition? Maximum input to generator. You need to concentrate here. What they are asking, generator or whether motor. In our question they are asking regarding generator. Okay, we will see what are the options given. A, load angle delta is equal to impedance angle theta. So what they are given, and option B, load angle delta is equal to 180 minus theta. Option C, load angle is equal to 90 minus theta. Option D, load angle is equal to 90 plus theta. Okay, here are the options given. Here is our condition. We need to verify what is the condition regarding our motor and what is the condition regarding our generator. These are all the constants. So if we see load angle is equal to impedance angle, load angle is equal to impedance angle will occur only in synchronous condition only. So this is not our answer. Next, load angle is equal to 180 minus impedance angle. Okay, we will see. And load angle is equal to 90 minus impedance angle. Okay, this may be our answer. Option D, load angle is equal to 90 plus delta. Okay, this may be our answer. These three are our options. Already option A is eliminated. Option B, 180 minus theta is for generators. 90 minus theta is for motors. Okay, 90 minus load angle is equal to 90 plus impedance angle is for motor. Whenever this type of questions arise, you need to differentiate the mainly options. What is what? Which option is related to which question? I mean to say which condition, and which option is related to which question, and what is the option, what is the condition given here, we need to check. In this way, if we solve any question, it will be very much easy to you for save your valuable time. Why? Because this is to be done in only 1 minute. As I earlier said, you need to complete in 45 seconds only. Okay, and next question. What is our 33rd question? Here, which statement is right or wrong is given. You need to say what are the statements correct statements you need to say. Option A, when a 3-phase synchronous motor is running at synchronous speed, the damper windings are 3-phase synchronous motor is running damper windings produces torque, that is our damping torque. Option B, what is option B given, we will see. Damper winding is provided in polyphase synchronous motor to prevent dampings. Option C, a synchronous condenser in over excited synchronous motor without mechanical load. And our option D, last one, while starting three-phase synchronous motor, field should be open. These are our options. From this we need to write which option is right and which option is wrong. So three-phase synchronous motor is turning a damper winding, produces damping torque, and the option B is damper winding is provided in polyphase synchronous motor to prevent huntings. I mean to say dampings or huntings. And option C, a synchronous condenser is over-excited synchronous motor without mechanical load. And while starting three-phase synchronous motor, field should be opened. We will check what happens if the given condition is right. While starting three-phase synchronous motor, field should be open. If while starting three-phase synchronous motor, if field is open, there will be no rotation. A synchronous condenser is over-excited synchronous motor without mechanical load. Okay, next one, damper winding is provided in polyphase synchronous motor, prevents huntings, and as option C also right. We will go for option A. A three-phase synchronous motor is running, damper winding provides damping torque. Damper windings are placed to prevent huntings, not to prevent damping torque. So our option A is eliminated. And if we see option D, as it is this condition, if we apply for a synchronous motor, it will not start. So our option D is also eliminated. So we need, our right option is B and C, only our right options. Next one, our question number 34. What is question number 34? We will see. The ability of a synchronous motor to remain in a synchronism under rated load condition is called. Here they give mainly, they are concentrated on your definitions. I mean to say, what is starting torque? B, pull-in torque. C, accelerated torque. D, pull-out torque. If they give questions based on your definition, you need to verify what is the definition of each option. First one, what is the definition of starting torque? You need to know. Starting torque is used to accelerate. It accelerates. And option B, pull-in torque. What is pull-in torque? The ability to pull into synchronism motor whenever induction motor or any other motor loses its synchronism. So pull into synchronism. Pull into synchronism. Acceleration torque is nothing but which accelerates a given torque or a starting torque. And our option D, pull out torque. Pull out torque is nothing but the synchronous motor loses the ability. At that time you need to be in synchronism only. So as it is, if we see the definition of pull out torque, the given statement is matches with the pull out torque only. So our right option is pull out torque. Whenever they asked regarding your definitions, you need to be much clarity about each and every option of your of the given options and also those definitions. If you are aware of those definitions, it will be very much easy to solve your answers. Okay, if we see our next question, our 35th question is the stator current and power factor of 3-phase induction motor under no load condition. This is very much important. Under no load condition. Under no load condition, what are the conditions respectively? We will see option A, option B, option C, option D. We need to look into our given conditions. Option A, 10 to 40% our rated current. Option B, and 0.1 to 0.3 lag. Okay. Option B, 30 to 50% rated current and 0.85 to 0.88 lag. Option C, 10 to 14% rated current and 40% rated current and 0.80 to 0.88 lag, 0.83 to 0.88 lag. Our next option, 0.85 here. Our next one, 30 to 50% of rated current and 0.1 to 0.3 lag. So if you see all these options here, all options are same and values are same. You need to differentiate whether the given question is 3-phase induction motor or transformer or any other motor. Okay, and also whether it is asked in no load condition or full load or running load or any other thing. Okay, you need to differentiate. So here they asked us about 3-phase induction motor and no load condition. We are full clarity regarding our condition. So you need to check whether which question is applicable. I mean to say which option is applicable to our given question. Okay, see first one, option A, 10 to 40% rated current and 0.1 to 0.3 lag. This condition is applicable to transformer on no load condition. Next one, 30 to 50% rated and 0.83 to 0.88 lag power factor. This is induction motor at running load or full load. Option C, 10 to 40% rated current and 0.83 or 0.85 to 0.88 lag. This is a condition regarding transformer on load. Next, D, 30 to 50% rated current and 0.1 to 0.3 lagging power factor. This is our induction motor condition at no load. So whenever they ask various conditions, you need to differentiate which condition is applicable to which motor. and also which motor is running, and that motor is running at no load or full load. So we need to differentiate and we need to answer our question. So our asked question is, whenever the stator current and power factor of 3-phase induction motor are at no load condition. So our right option is D, 30 to 50% rated current and 0.1 to 0.3 lag induction motor at no load condition. Okay, I hope everyone understand, and also you need to maintain your, I mean to say, shortcut notes. If you maintain these shortcut notes and if you write all those tricks, it will be very much easy for your preparation. Okay, thank you.